winter camping fail, turned around. Let me tell you what I did. And just for the record, all right, this is personally embarrassing. Are you even joking me? We live here. And I look at that and I'm like blown away. Is that not incredible?
That was cool.
We've been across the entire country, and to think, and back, up and down. And to think that we come back to our own hometown, our own home state, and then look at these rocks and still look at them with like such awe is awesome. But I will say, even right before we left in May, when I was doing some mountain biking and I was looking around, I was like, oh my gosh, we are so lucky to live here. Arizona is a really cool place. And did I mention it doesn't rain? Another bonehead RV newbie mistake. The last few nights I've left the water just kind of dripping, and that's because it was such a fresh reminder that it was so cold in the RV, because you know we didn't have electrical hookups. Once we're hooked up, we had the furnace going, it was so warm, we all took hot showers, everything was great, and it just completely slipped my mind. I was working on the video last night, it slipped my mind before I went to bed. Just crack the water just so it would drip out and keep some lines moving.
Because the black
and now we're all frozen up. I always have said that this channel should remain transparent through our mistakes, because what's the point of doing it if people aren't able to learn through my mistakes? Basically, I got a hairdryer and I put the hairdryer on this little connector right there. And fortunately, because all of these hoses inside here are inside this box and it's warm inside there, the freezing basically stopped right there at that point. I thawed the little coupler right here, and so I got that flowing again. The water filter, as you can see, there's ice inside there. This thing's probably frozen solid, but I've got many of these. I put the hairdryer on the tip of this hose right there, and then I turned the water pressure on the hose, and just a little tiny bit of water was coming out. So then I put the hairdryer on the rest of the hose, and it took just maybe about a minute or two, and then water was gushing out. So I think we dodged a bullet here, and on top of it, it was a good lesson learned to not forget things like that. By the way, I don't ever repeat the same mistake twice. I repeat it 7 or 8 times just to make sure I've got it. We are on the I-10 West, headed from Tucson to Phoenix, and it just occurred to me this is the road that I used to drive twice a week 20 years ago when I met Trish.
Yay! Then realize,
like, I made up any reason to go to Phoenix when I was going to U of A. I mean, any reason at all. I'd be like, oh, you can't reach the top shelf? Hold on, I'll be right there. Yeah, I know this road very, very well. But I never in my wildest dreams would I ever thought 20 years later we were going to be on this same road with 3 gingers. Is a fair amount of time, because we are back now in our hometown and we are looking at buildings that were not here when we left. Starbucks have like moved into developments that like previously weren't developed on. We're passing people that we know. We're getting text messages from people that are like, hey, I see you. So kind of weird to be back. Trish, what do you think?
It's awesome. We're back in society, baby.
The passenger side is low.
That is not a problem because I have my own air tank. How's the car otherwise?
The car's fine. We just need to get an oil change, and it says service. So.
All right, let me take a look at the tire. Oh yeah, that's low. Hello, how are you?
Good.
All right, let's see the sunset.
Whoa.
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 That's an Arizona sunset. Well, we had no idea, I mean no idea, that we were gonna get to Arizona, we were gonna get to Carefree, that we would find this RV park. Look at this sunset. Let me just let my phone adjust. Hold on, let me hit this button right here. Wow. And now let me touch my face. And I'm back. We had no idea that we were gonna find this RV park. And it's $30 a night. I think there's probably be a little bit cheaper if we stay longer. It's just in wide open preserve in Carefree, north of Scottsdale, Arizona. It's quiet, it's peaceful. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna stay here for at least a few nights and kind of get an idea as to what we want to do here in Arizona. But let's look at this sunset one more time. Wow. Arizona is really a special place. All right, good morning. We just had a wonderful night's sleep here at this. Oh, look at this dog. Look at this dog. She loves that ear rubbing.
Hello.
We just had a wonderful night's sleep in this Carefree preserve. Look at this site. I mean, look at this. Look at this. Look at all the space in this site. I have asphalt pad, a large dirt lot. You can hardly even see the other RVers here. There's just so much space with these absolutely gorgeous sunsets. But anyway, we are so busy because at this point we have to make a decision on snow or Mexico. And basically that last video we did is like up to over 300 comments with so much great feedback as to what you guys want to see, because now we're at the process where we need to figure out what's going to season 2, what's going in storage, what do we bring that we didn't need. We're getting laundry done, the kids are meeting up with friends. Maddie's got busy plans. Anyway, all right, this is embarrassing, but I have to show you this mess. I mean, it looks like we're about ready to do a yard sale. All right, Trish, what are you doing here?
I don't even know. I'm in a cloud of confusion.
All right, so we've got, I mean, who would have thought that an RV could even store this much stuff?
Looks like Ginger exploded.
And Tori, how is it you being back with some of your friends? Okay. Answer me honestly. Honest answer, even though I'm recording you.
I don't know if you're gonna like my honest answer because
It's fun to be back with your friends, but was it like even more fun because you were away? Like absence makes the heart grow fonder? Maybe just a little bit? Okay, scratch that question. Let's move on to the next question. Now that you've kind of reconnected with your friends and you're out and hugging and driving around and whatnot, does it kind of make you look forward to like season 2? Okay, we're done here. Anyhow, there you have it, straight from Tori's mouth. Okay, this is so much fun. We are going through like all the stuff underneath the cushions and underneath the beds and whatnot. We probably went underneath the dinette cushions all of 3 times the entire trip. That we would keep things under there like backup oatmeal, stuff that would never go bad that we just didn't, you know, we wanted to stock up while we could. But here's the first bin right here. We've got this fan. That's kind of essential because there are some times where you're hooked up to electrical and you just need to move the air around. Printer and printer paper. Used it once. That's a tough one. Very useful thing to have. Very infrequently used. I suppose I could get a smaller one. Let me show you my scanner. This is my scanner. That's it. That's the scanner. I figured if we ever had to scan a document or something like this, I could just pull that out. It plugs into a USB right into my computer. Done. So I think I should get another one of these. Because if I ever have to print, it's probably just printing 1 or 2 pages. Not like I'm going to go print some brief or something like this. So I said brief like I knew, like, I don't know where that came from. Apples to Apples, Cash Flow for Kids, Scrabble, Thing, Clue. We played a board game one time in Madison, Wisconsin. There's an RV myth that you're going to have all the time in the world, like bring books, bring board games, bring things that keep you occupied. I've talked to other full-time RVers, and they say the same thing. There's no time. I don't think this stuff is going to come on season 2. No games?
The only other time was Hurricane Matthew. That was a time we could have played more games.
Hurricane Matthew? That is a time we could have played games.
Yeah, but we didn't.
Here's a conversion or an upgrade that I was just reminded of that I'd love to do. And if you guys have any insight on this, that would be great. So this light right here is missing a LED bulb, but we never use this light. And it's already hooked up for an electrical outlet. I think this would be a perfect place for a fan. Mount that bad boy right there, a little button, turn it around, be perfect. All right, we're off to go to a party with our friends.
Yay! So excited!
Ma! Meatloaf! Ma! Meatloaf now! How's it going? Hey!
What's up, second?
How are you?
What, he's filming us?
Yeah, of course I am, man.
You guys are here in the flesh.
I know!
Of course I did. Dude, the junk man. The junk man. Oh, he's got the... I missed you so much.
This is my welder. This is the guy that's responsible for the bike racks right here.
Didn't you think he would stay following us everywhere?
Regular. You're regular. Hi. Another hug. Okay, it's Monday morning. Back to take Ginger into Orange Wood RV. I'm gonna get everything flushed out and nice and clean and get on the road, and hopefully they can get this awning done before we take off in less than a month. We have a little whiteboard that we keep right on our door. It's a great thing to have for like grocery lists or items and stuff like this. I also use it to keep track of Q&A videos, so in the comments when someone says, hey, I'd like to see a video for this, that's where I put it. And then I just take a picture of that whiteboard when I'm ready to go. But now that the trailer is going into service, I changed it to all the things it needs. The slide leaks. I need a new fender part. The wheels need to be packed with grease. The awning needs to be replaced. There's a floor, and the floor in the kitchen is starting to kind of like bow down a little bit. I don't know if that's dry rot in the wood or what. New locks. We're looking to go to those digital keypad locks. The cargo door kind of leaks just a little bit. The gray tank leaks just a little bit, so when it gets really super full, like when we're boondocking, it will pick up water, gray water, in the, we have an enclosed trailer. Underneath, it'll start to pick up water, so there's some sort of leak in there. Rotate the tires, changing that little light right there, changing that to a fan would be kind of nice. Port forward, you can tell I'm a boater, port forward light is missing its cover, and the forward stabilizer button isn't retracting. So 6 months of full-time travel, and that is the list. To be honest, leaving Ginger here is like dropping Caleb off at kindergarten at the first day of school. I'm like, all right, bye. Bye.